What's up YouTube, Capital G here looking at a brand new OCG exclusive Subterror card. This is a V-Jump promo. It was actually revealed a little while ago, but Konami didn't reveal the actual effect of the monster. We just knew that another piece of Subterror support was coming. And if you're kind of like me, you're like, wait, why are Subterrors getting 2 cards and Spiral only getting 1? I think it's kind of obvious that like the 2 Link monsters are not created equal and the effects are showing in the OCG. Double Helix has basically taken Spirals to like Super Saiyan level, and they're like currently the best deck, and then Subterrors are like, well, our Link monster is just kind of mess, so we need a little more help over here, and I think that's why they're getting a second piece of support. Now this is a V-Jump promo, so you guys' guess as to when we're going to get this into TCG is as good as mine. This could be another Fight for Patchwork or Luna Light Kaleido chick where it's like, okay, when the fuck are we ever going to get this card? This is not going to come out in Circuit Break, or at least I don't think it is. It's not confirmed. Maybe Konami will put this in Circuit Break because it would make a lot of sense to give both Spiral cards, both Subterror cards at the same time, but don't assume that this is confirmed like it's going to be in Circuit Break like the Link monster, because that is not true at this point. So this is Subterror Guru. For some random reason, it's a dragon type monster, which is just kind of weird to me. Like Subterror dragons, okay, I guess. It's a flip, obviously, because like the whole archetype is based around flipping and putting stuff face down. 1600 attack, 1800 defense, level 4 Earth monster. I think the stat line is actually pretty good. 1800 booty on a flip monster, I would say, is still relatively good. It's not exactly Gravekeeper Spy, but I still think it's pretty good. The flip effect is you can add 1 Subterror card from your deck to your hand, except another copy of Guru. So this is essentially a searcher for the entire archetype like Stratos. It does a little more because it doesn't just search monsters. It can search, you know, Final Battle or just whatever piece of Subterror support that you need. Nemesis Archer, whatever monster, Fiendus. I mean, it's pretty good. The problem is maybe in 2017 Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just a little slow. I guess that's why it has to have 2 effects, because you guys know at this point Konami's just putting Rhoda into like every single field spell in the game. You know, the Spiral Resorts and the Hidden City and the ABC Union Hanger, like all of those cards basically get you a monster anyway. So a flip effect searching is kind of slow, but it can get spells and traps, so that's kind of cool. The second effect, I feel like Konami was so close to nailing this and then they just slightly missed it. It says you can target one other face-up monster on the field, change that monster and this card to face down defense position. This effect becomes a quick effect if you control another Subterror card. So if this just would have been a flat out flip effect, I'd have been like, hell yeah. But the fact is, because I actually like this effect, it's basically a Book of Moon for this guy and then another card on the field, which it can be another one of your Subterrors or it can be an opponent's monster. Obviously it doesn't work on Links, which does kind of suck, but you can use it to preempt your opponent into going into a Link. The big problem with this effect is it requires another monster on the field, and sometimes you may have another monster, but that monster might be face down and you might not have a way to get it face up. What I think it should have said is if you have another Subterror card or Hidden City on the field, because the fact that you can just have this guy, you can have Guru on the field and Hidden City and you can't use that effect, that kind of fucking sucks, because Hidden City is the card you always want on the field at all times, and the fact that it doesn't work with Hidden City is just kind of a bummer. Like, I really, really wish, since Hidden City isn't a Subterror card or it doesn't have Subterror in the name, I really wish Konami would have put Hidden City on here so that if you just had this guy on the field with Hidden City and your opponent summoned, I don't know, a very big, powerful monster, you could just, you know, instantly Book a Moon it, and then you could put this guy face down, because putting Guru face down is good, because if your opponent rams into it, then you just get the flip effect, and even if Guru dies, you get to replace it with another card, so no harm, no foul. But I don't know, man. I feel like that second effect was so close to being good because it requires at least 2 monsters on the field, and you know, you don't want to get blown out by things like Dark Hole or Interrupted Slumber, Regeki, etc., etc. I think that it's a good card, but it could have been a great card. It's definitely, I don't think that this, like, it doesn't change my opinion on Subterrors and their potential to be like high tier competitive in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I don't think that this changes the competitive makeup of Subterrors, because ultimately I think the first effect is just too slow, and I think the second effect was really close to being amazing. If it just would have been that if it just would have been an outright quick effect with no other Subterrors involved, okay, then, you know, we got something, because we have an offensive card that can be a defensive card as well. But I still think it's an okay card. They could have nailed it by just adjusting it a little bit. So you guys tell me what you think of Subterror Guru. Also, when do you guys think that we're even going to see this card? Because this video might actually have no relevance if they treat this like Fright for Patchwork and it takes us like 10 years, or I mean, we're still waiting for Lunalight Crimson Fox. Like, that card came out, that card should have came out in like Shining Victories, and we still don't have it. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always. If you guys are down to play some Yu-Gi-Mons, I will be streaming in about 2 hours on Dueling Book, and also YGO, what's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2. I just downloaded that. We're going to be talking about that a bit on the stream, doing some link duels and getting everything set up. Thank you guys for watching as always.